What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today I have another discussion video for you guys. Now today we're going to be talking about how possible it is for Super Mario Odyssey to get a sequel. Now the reason why I'm bringing this up in the first place is because Mario isn't exactly strange when it comes to having sequels for games. For example, many of the RPGs have sequels. Technically the entire Mario series in general is filled with sequels, but what I mean by this is the sequels in terms of Super Mario Galaxy to Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now something that I want to mention is that this does contain a little bit of spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled by anything, make sure you leave the video. I'm not going to spoil anyone like that unnecessarily. Before we can even say that Super Mario Odyssey will have a sequel, we need to establish is it reasonable and the possibilities for the game. Now reasonable, it would be very reasonable considering how well Super Mario Odyssey has done. It's one of the fastest selling Mario games of all time, if not the fastest. And if Super Mario Galaxy managed to get a sequel, and Super Mario Odyssey sales are way beyond that, Super Mario Odyssey could easily have enough of a fan base to get a sequel. And speaking from a company standpoint, that's a lot of possible money they can be making. Now while this is all possible, what could possibly happen? Well, do you know how in Super Mario Odyssey you could go to the moon? Well, why not expand off of that? The game has already managed to make a giant world inside of the Mario universe that we've never really seen too much of. And the Super Mario Galaxy series has proven that space exists, so why not go to other colonies in space? That leads to infinite possibilities because they practically had infinite possibilities on Earth. So we could easily just go up into space and see what else is in the Mario universe. There's a photorealistic dragon in the Mario universe on Earth. I'm pretty sure that they can come up with something else. And they could also play around with the gravity effects like they did with the moon, to where each planet might have its own gravity effects, it might have its own climate, it will have its own enemies. The civilization could be more combat heavy, it could be more civilized. There could be a war between planets for all we know. And I know Power Moons is a little bit stretching it to have on other planets, so something they could possibly collect is comets instead. Not the same comets as in Super Mario Galaxy. It would kind of be something different. It's a little bit difficult to actually explain. They've already used shines, which are supposed to be suns. They have stars, they have moons. Why not have something else space related? It could also be like meteorites or asteroids or stuff like that. And it's also kind of an excuse to possibly see Rosalina again, but we're gonna ignore that. All I'm saying is the possibilities for a sequel, for it to go into space, are endless. And not only can you go to these other worlds, you have so many other areas that you could go to inside of these worlds. Granted, this would take a long time to make, depending on how many worlds they are wanting to put into the game, and I'm probably asking for a lot. But Super Mario Odyssey impressed everyone with how much content is in the game, so I can still see them making something to the grand scale of what I'm asking. Again, I might be asking for a lot, but I can still possibly see them at least halfway going with what I'm saying. But anyways, that's going to be it for this discussion video. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Do you think that Super Mario Odyssey will get a sequel at some point, and what are your ideas for a Super Mario Odyssey sequel? If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe for more video game content, but until the next video, take care.